All right, here we go. We have 72 minutes left on the Kickstarter for Studies in Sorcery, which we'll be playing here today and trying to figure out what's the right way to do this live versus create content available for people later. It's a mix, it's a blend. I don't know. YouTube streaming is weird, but it works. The way this works is doing it separate things is they'll automatically become separate videos, which I love, but I have to have people kind of have to jump from link to link to keep up. It's like it's a thing. All right, we've got our setup here in between games. I set the thing up again. As I've stated on the previous ones, we have the playmat here. This is the prototype. We are playing with all the fix-ins, which is to say this is the divination expansion mixed in with the main game. They just get shuffled in, additional projects. And then there's some additional tokens, which we haven't needed because I haven't completed any of those projects, but there's these things where you get to watch other things that are going on. All right, let me finish setup here. Get some grave piles started. Get the deck going. I got my chat up. If you happen to chat with me, that'd be just great. I will respond. Got my pumpkins here. They're just eating up space that I could be using to play, and I'll shoo them away when that moment comes. But this is the setup I got. All right. Whew. All right, we got an hour left on this Kickstarter. It's pretty exciting. 1,000 people are going to be getting this game as a result of that Kickstarter, and more with every minute. Every time I check over, there's more of you. It's great. I'm super happy to share it with all of you. This is a fantastically thematic game that if it tickles your sense of style, then you will definitely enjoy it. So cheers to that. Love this skull mug. It's so great. All right, we're leaning out on the theme. I'm very theme first. Theme and mechanics all in one, including in my cup. All right, let's get started. So, game of studies in sorcery. How do we do it? Well, we need to pick our starting thesis and our starting project. Now, our starting thesis is complete 4 200 level projects, so kind of err on the mid game, or complete 4 sorcery projects. I've been really light on sorcery today. Let's go crazy on it. Let's get nuts with sorcery. Yeah, why not? That sounds like fun. I'm here to have fun. Sorcerer Supreme it is. Okay, and then for our starting project, I think it's pretty clear then that we want to do Veil of Darkness. Also, weirdly enough, Potion of Prosperity, every single game I've taken this card. Today. I do like that card, as I like all cards. But Veil of Darkness, moving in. All right. Here we go. Make sure I got all my links sent out and things are streaming. We are good. Okay, continuing. Now, right from the get-go, I want to get Veil of Darkness online. I would love to pick up Unearth here because I need 4 sorcery projects. Other sorcery projects included, Inner Flame. Inner Flame, crowd favorite here. I mean, it's no Unstoppable Bone Sphere. It doesn't have a cute face to it. Bone Sphere doesn't have a face. Well, it actually has too many faces. Doesn't matter. Allows you to commit candles from the supply as if they were in your hand. So basically, if I go into this, I will never need another candle. That excites me. The only question I have is, can I wait a turn? Because I'd really love to have Veil of Darkness on in time. And I can get in an Inner Flame and its candle, which will be the last candle I buy. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's exactly the direction I need. I'd love to pick up some other projects while I'm here. I'd love to get Unearth. I love Unearth. Maybe one turn won't hurt. Oh, I'm so conflicted here. Let's go. Let's dig. Okay, what we have here is Bones. Bones help with Veil of Darkness. That part's good. Yeah, this way we can live the dream. Let's take it. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's take it and go. Robot player is going to take this here. And then we commit cards. I'm only going to commit one of these bones to Veil of Darkness. The other one I'm planning on using to sell. Where did I put my research grant? I promise I have the money. Did I put it underneath my pumpkin? No. I flung it over here after the last game. I just like flicked it away. I'm supposed to start with money. There we go. Commit a card, complete nothing, week 2. All right, now let's go shopping. I have 7 to spend. We are buying Inner Flame. Shadow would be a better match for the Inner Flame, but I kind of want Unearth anyway. They're very similar, actually, in their cost to complete, but I'm just because I'm going to be able to skip one of those. All right, well, I need the candle. It'll be the last one I ever buy. I need to get lots of sorcery projects. I'm on path to do that. If I don't believe in myself, it's funny to say that way, I should get a candle so that I for sure complete Veil of Darkness by the time this arrives so that I can get value at it. The thing is, Veil of Darkness's first go-round is the least useful. So Veil of Darkness, by the way, is a card that in the new moon you can take a card from the discard pile, which is actually fantastic, but not as critical as something like Unearth to complete early. So let's take Unearth. We'll see how this works out. Maybe that was a good choice. Maybe it was a bad choice. We won't know until later. All right, we spent all our cards to do that, including our. See, I'm going to fling it away again. Never find it. The robot gets to take a turn. They are taking. Ooh, that's unfortunate. They're taking the left pile, which is exactly what I wanted. And then we get to commit cards. So I'm going to commit this single candle to Inner Flame. It's me. Stake in the ground. We're going to do it. We're going to do it in time. I hope. All right. Week 3 of month 1. Let's dig. It's a bone. I'm not that excited. It's a fancy locket. It's all right. Not that excited. I kind of just want value here. In 2 cards, I'm just hoping that it's going to be not what I want. Why didn't I take the rib there for Inner Flame? I will ask myself that till the end of my days. Could push over, take the candle, put in Veil of Darkness, but I still wouldn't complete it in time, so no. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to learn my lesson. I didn't learn anything. And watch the robot player take the rightmost pile. Make those a little more choicey. Thanks, robot. All right, we'll put this worm into our Unearth project over here. All right, Gourds, time to move. Make room. I got lots of projects here. There we go. All right. Nothing's completed yet. We'll get there. Week 4 of month 1. Let's dig. All right, this had something that I wanted. Yeah, that rib. I can use all of these just fine. This is like Unearth in a box. Could have completed, but we knew we weren't going to get that in time. That's okay. We want that by next month. Next month we're going to be incredibly powerful. Just you watch. Robot player is taking all of these. Let's commit. What we are going to do is work on Inner Flame a bit. Almost got it. We're going to work on Veil of Darkness? Unearth? Veil of Darkness? Unearth? It doesn't matter. We have like a whole month to get either of them, so it's kind of arbitrary. We'll do Unearth. And complete. Nothing. All right. End of first month. Haven't completed anything. That's not great. But we're planning on leveling up. So Joseph has asked, how does the robot work? First, I don't love the term robot here. I feel like there should be a better term, like your rival student or something. Love to see good suggestions on that. But how it works is, so here's the single player rules reminder card, which on the back, for what it's worth, is the distribution of cards in the grave pile. So what happens is after you take your action as a single player, you reveal the top card of the deck, and actually you put it in the discard as well. Depending on the icon on that card, you take an action. So if here, I'll start with these ones. If it is a limb, a hand, they take the leftmost pile. If it is a set of ribs, they take the middle pile, but they take it as if they were a player, as in they take the pile and they add a card here and there. Skull will be the rightmost pile. If it is a mushroom or worm, they take whatever pile is the largest, tie breaking on the left. So in this case, they take the middle pile. And again, they would take that and they would add cards as if they were a player, passing on everything else. So those are the icons that result in interaction here. Then there's two other sets of things that result in interaction here. So if they pull a card that has an extra credit or demerit, they take the top row of the market and remove that. If they have one that has one of the ring symbols, the valuables, as I like to call them, they take the bottom row. So those will manipulate the market. Other ones will manipulate here. Depending on the mode you're playing with, you can either just keep it simple and have that happen and not worry about it, or if you want a different kind of score attack, you actually count up what they took at the end and compare your score to that. So you have to be very careful about like, oh, I left a high value card in here. I really don't want the robot to get that because it affects their score. So it is super easy to do. You memorize these symbols almost immediately. I also have, don't show up very well here, but in the art here, like there's a skull on this here, and there's a rib there and a hand there, so you can, it's reinforced by the art on the playmat if you happen to get the playmat. But I just have these memorized. It did not take me many games before I was in the groove. So that's how that works. We've reached the end of our first month. Let's reset. Do the song and dance we do at the end of each month, which is cards piled up. All right, so what do we get out in the market that we might care about? We probably aren't going shopping, but it's nice to know. Oops, this card is, that card's in on the cutting block and going to be replaced. I don't want to see it. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't throw it far enough. Joseph says, oh, very nice to include it subtly in the playmat. Yeah, I thought that'd be a nice detail. Also, it's just a fun way to decorate the playmat to reinforce that. Just gives me some inspiration there. But yeah, I have those little details. Put in the art. Well, if you like Plague, I got Plague. Remember, we're going for candles here. We want Inner Flame all day long. So all these these over here that require candles are good. In particular, Crawling Claw plus Inner Flame. Love that combo. Because Crawling Claw is this card that has a pretty simple formula to complete. It's just a candle and some limbs. But it has this ability where you can complete it and then uncomplete it to help you with your other projects. So the fact that I get free candles means that's a combo right there if I pair them up. I always like doing that. We'll see if we get to it, though. I think I need to go digging here. I have all these incomplete projects. Let's get rolling. That's like what I already have, and I don't want more of it. Worms and mushroom. No, thanks. Okay, this is kind of exactly what I want. I need extra bones. I need this ring, or this locket in this case. I'm super taking that. So let's do the robot again. A reveal. It's going to go straight in the discard, but I'm holding it up for dramatic effect. So it's going to take the bottom row there. I remember that one by the fact that it kind of looks like a down arrow. The ring. That's how I think of it. There's like it's not a mnemonic. What is a visual mnemonic? What's the term for that? I don't know, but I do them all the time. All right, let's commit some cards. I'm super excited to complete my Inner Flame. Let's get that in there. Unearth I could complete right now, and I should. So move to complete step, which when you're doing solo, you can kind of just not worry about that, but for multiplayer, you want to track that tightly sometimes. All right, Inner Flame is completed, so now infinite candles. I can take candles from the supply as if they were in my hand. Unearth is online, which my partner's, I think, favorite project during the new moon. As an action, draw 6 cards, keep 4, then add the remaining 2 to any pile. Very powerful also requires a lot of planning. Got to know when you want to do it. All right, we're on to week 2. What are we looking for here? We have everything we need to complete the project in hand, so we could go shopping, except for we're pretty much broke. So let's fix that problem first. Let's go find some money. It's like money. I mean, it's money distributed. It's $4. I'm not going to see any better here, likely, so I'll take that pile. And let's do the robot. Robot's going to take the leftmost. All right, Joseph. Wonder if it makes sense to add a visual indicator for the recipe rows as well. Yes, I would like to incorporate that into the market. I just haven't thought of how I want to do that. But yes, I agree. Like I was thinking of like hiding like a little ring in here, just like in between the books on the bookshelf. I thought that'd be fun. And then something to represent the extra credit or demerits, like a little medal or something. But yeah, I definitely want to do that all the way. I mean, I want to make this thing useful in all the ways that it can be. All right, robot did their thing. I did my thing. I'm going to commit a candle as if it were in my hand. And we'll just use this mismatched bone because we don't care about what kind of bone goes in here. That's going to be enough to complete Veil of Darkness. So now, when the moon is new, after I take my action, I can also take a card from the discard. I now love the new moon. The new moon is my jam. We're going to do that real well. All right, so I said I needed to shop. And I do. What am I shopping for? Now, I always love having a reanimate because these reanimates, one, they're a great place to stash some points if you get really nice bones. They give you extra commits and they take a candle. So I like that. I like Crawling Claw. And I like Soul Cage. Oh, Soul Cage, so good. Was it 2 games ago that I did this? Yeah. When you complete a project, not including this one, you may return one of the committed non-stock cards to your hand instead of discarding it. You get to recycle stuff and use it over and over. It's really good, but I think I need Crawling Claw and Reanimate. Am I gonna go buying those things? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go buy those things. That sounds great. Let's do that. Other things that I could be considering is Cleansing Cauldron and Plague, but I'm just biased towards my free candles. I haven't been getting -1s on my projects, so Cleansing Cauldron's probably not going to come into play. Let's get the Claw and the Reanimate very cheaply, I might add. $3, because I'm not going to worry about those candles. Do I get the Soul Cage just for fun? What do we think? It will cost me 4, which maybe. It's not going to leave me with anything of note to commit. You know what? Let's do it. If I can pull this off, the amount of value I'll be getting out of my cards is going to be amazing. So let's just go for it. Keep that card. I do get to keep that one. All right. A little late. Well, never too late for Hero's Journey. All right. That was my action. Oh, let's not forget the robot who is taking this pile right here. In doing so, they passed over this one and this one. And this one. I only have 1 card to commit, or do I? Candles. Candles for days. Let's put it on Soul Cage and Crawling Claw. Yeah. All right. Nothing's completing. Week 4. Here we go. Dig. Oh, hi. I want you. I want this +1 skull for my Reanimate. It's a great way to start building Reanimate. I'm into it. Let's take it. I'm happy. Okay. They are taking the leftmost pile. That's really not going to affect me materially. Oh, I had my Unearth. Why did I not do that? I was so excited. I'm gonna be okay passing it because I got a great card. But frankly, I should have done that. I do, though, however, get to take a card from the discard. What do we want here? What do I want? Probably something that spruces up my Reanimate. I'm going to take these sweet mammal remains. Go there. All right. Committing cards. I'm going to put 2 amazing cards on my Reanimate. Already giving it 2 extra credit tokens. Feel good about that. All right. End of month 2. we keep going. Turns out, in your third game in a row, you start forgetting things. It's okay. That turn actually worked out okay for me, so I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Man, the more you say you're okay, the more people don't believe it. All right. It is halfway point of the game. How are we doing? We've got good abilities leveled up. Great. Good projects lined up. Great. I feel good about what's happening. I have enough to commit cards even if I don't get anything. Gonna go digging. I will need one of these. Well, both of them. Ooh. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah. If I'm planning on crawling claw all game long, then that's actually a good move. They're going to take the largest pile for the robot, my rival student. And then let's commit. I get a free candle for my reanimate, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to go ahead and wish that I could complete Soul Cage. I wish I could. I can't. I realize these are a little far off the board. Sorry about that. I'm going to complete Crawling Claw, because that just gives me a lot of flexibility. Crawling Claw. Let me talk about Crawling Claw. It's a polarizing card. Because what it is on the surface is not a lot of value. You're going to get 1 point out of it. It's not hard to complete, but you know, it's a point. It's not exciting. And its ability will often go unused. The trick is this is an insurance policy against not getting the cards that you want, because you can turn it into essentially one material of any type. It allows you to cheat alchemy projects. It allows you to complete things when you couldn't find the right card. This is like a randomness mitigator. And for that, I really like having one done. Maybe it just ends up being worth 1 point at the end. Maybe it's everything I need to complete my master plan. I do love it. All right, we are on to week 2. Not a new moon, mind you. And we really want to get our soul cage done. So that would require us to get some ribs, which we got. We didn't put them in the soul cage. And a worm. Worm's going to be easy. Rib's going to be a little more particular. Let's see what we can do. If we don't get that, we're just going to complete a reanimate, and we're going to be happy with that too. So let's go digging. Do need the worm. Don't need the mushroom. Worm's the most common card in the game. No pass. All right, this one's worth an extra point if I put it into my reanimate. It's only 1 card. I like points, though. I like them. I take it. All right. Robot's taken. Man, leftmost. The robot has been taking a lot of cards. So if I was playing in that mode where I'm counting up the robot's cards and using that as my score instead of a fixed score, I would be sweating right here. Let's complete that reanimate right now. So 2 more cards, one of which incurs some extra credit. And we have a 7-point reanimate done. In the bank. We now get to commit 3 cards per commit step. Love that. Always happy about that. Would have loved to soul cage either of those cards back, but I just wanted that thing done sooner. It's okay. I'm not too much in the hole if I don't do soul cage. Let's check where we are on our thesis, though. We need 4 sorcery cards, and we have 3. We have 3 done. We're actually doing just fine. I would love to do Apocalypse. Except for I can't do it and Unearth unless you get Lunar Eclipse. Then you can do all of them. That'd be great. Alas. All right. I'm just so chatty. I believe I didn't advance that. Yeah, because we should be here. Okay. Let's dig. I'm not shopping with $2 in hand. No mushroom. Bye. What do I actually want? Ribs, worms, cash. That's what I'm looking for. You know, I knew as soon as I said that I was going to draw one of those and then just be disappointed that I was only going to take 1 card. Am I searching for value? Yes or no? That's the decision. Okay, well, let's look at what's happening next turn. Next turn, I'm going to draw a ton of cards and take cards from the discard. I don't need to be that hard up for Soul Cage. I can take my time with it. Hey, money. That seems just fine. I'll take $5. Robot says, biggest pile. Always be committing. Good example from chat. Always be committing. If you're not committing, you're losing. By the way, I'm not committing this turn. I don't have anything to commit. But yes, it is good advice. Nothing to commit. However, this next turn is going to be great, except for the part where, no, I will be committing, because guess what? It's unearth time. I'm going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to keep 4 of these. So what do we got? Interesting. Okay, things to think about. I am probably going to be shifting over to buying projects during the beginning of my next turn, so money is useful. Also, having the things that I'm going to use on those projects is useful, and that's the trade-off now, isn't it? So this is going to be gone by the time that comes up, so we're going to be dealing with Plague, Reanimate, Apocalypse, and Fungal Animate, assuming our robot doesn't mix with any of those. I'm probably not into another Reanimate. I do need another Sorcery. Apocalypse will be okay, but frankly, as I observed, I won't be using it for its ability, so probably not. Plague's fine and easy to jump in on, but also doesn't take advantage of the candle. So Fungal Animate and Apocalypse are looking like my top picks. So I'd like to keep some mushrooms, I guess. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the worm because I need it for Soul Cage. I'm going to take the rib because I need it for Soul Cage. I'm going to take the 2 money cards and I'm going to leave the rest here and here. After I take an action, because I've completed Veil of Darkness, I get to take a card out of the discard pile. If I think I'm fine on money, so I'd like something that might be able to turn into points. It's hard to do better than the +1 skull. Maybe I'll get a Bone Naga. I won't. I don't know exactly what I'll get because I'm gonna get 2 cards, and that's only one of them. And it's not something that's gonna give me something. I am going to take this strange Herbivore Skull because it's a good time. All right. Did the robot mess with my plans? Not really. Just taking the left pile. So I am going to know at least half of what's in that market. Committing cards. We are going to complete Soul Cage. Not on schedule at all. This is a good card to complete early. We didn't do it, but we did do it. I mean, we completed it. Oh, that is a sorcery as well. We have our 4 sorceries. Our thesis is also complete. That's good to know. I covered it in cards and threw it to the side, but that's another 4 points on our board. Okay, so we can just focus on this last month, all about them points. Gotta get our credits in grade max. How are we going to do that? Let's find out. Okay, so what are the projects that came up? They're both divination projects, so you might have seen less of these. Predicted Ascendance. When you complete, you add 4 demerits to it, but during the complete step, you remove a demerit and draw a card. So it will end up being worth 4 points, which is, I mean, it's really easy to complete, but you got to give it time. Of note, I don't have enough time to get full value of it, but getting 3 points out of that wouldn't be bad. Another interesting card in another build would be Vault of Memories, where you move all the extra credits and demerits to it, and then you remove demerits for each extra credit. Great if you happen to have got a whole bunch of negatives. I didn't do that, so this card is not particularly amazing. I need projects. I need them now. All right, so we thought we were going to go for the Fungal Animate. I think we're right on that. And we're not only going to go for that, we're going to go for quite a few projects. All right, we have to keep some things to commit. Fungal Animate for 5, yes. Here, I'll keep track. We got 5 for this. I mean, Vault of Memories isn't bad. It's a fine return. I don't dislike it at all, in fact. I just want more. Apocalypse is a little bit better. It's 1 more point, it's 1 more commit, but we are actually really, our commits are pretty easy. So, okay, if I take both of those, that's 6. I really don't want to have to go shopping again for projects. I could just take another Reanimate. How do I feel about that? That's too much. That's almost certainly too much. But if I'm like if I'm shooting for the stars, it's not bad. I think it's safer to go to Vault of Memories. It's fewer commits. I've been so lucky on getting close on things. The reason for grabbing reanimate is that Sphere commits, it would use the skull. I actually don't have the cards to do it. That's not a thing for it. No, you know what? This is where Crawling Claw is going to push me over. Because I have Crawling Claw, I'm going to do this. All right, so I need to cough up $8. Got it. Done. Reanimate, Apocalypse, and Fungal Animate. Okay, we fill these in. We let the robot probably take away the cards that we were super excited to get. No, they're just going to take the biggest pile, which, yes, is exactly what I was talking about. And then we go to commits. So what are we doing here? Free candles? Free candles, anyone? I get 3 commits now because I have a completed reanimate. So how about I just put a candle in everything? I don't even use the cards in my hand, just free candles. Man, I love having that extra commit. It's so good. It's so good. All right, let's push it. What are we looking for? Bones and a mushroom. Okay, go dig. Hi, bones. Yeah, I want, but not. Okay, I said bones. I know I said bones, and I do mean it, but I don't actually mean skull bones. I'm actually okay on skull bones. So, but I do need bones, so I'm going to take it. I should have been more specific. I need ribs. Okay, robot is taking the leftmost pile, and we need to shuffle really quickly. Really quickly. I love the self-shufflingness of this. Things don't tend to clump, so I am just so lazy about shuffling. Yeah, that would not be a good enough shuffle for me in both games, but for this one, yeah. All right, let's commit. Part of the strategy here, complete things, chain them with Soul Cage into the next one. That's what we would like to do. So, I'm going to take my dumb skull and my mushroom and put them here. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put my good skull. We'll give this one a dino skull. Put that there for some extra credit. Great. Hopefully I'll get value out of this. I haven't quite worked out the math on how that's going to work. It's going to be fine, right? Is it going to be fine? It's going to be fine. I believe in myself. But the question here is whether I need to cram. Cram is when you take an action and you spend it to commit cards, which is a handy move if you have cards but not enough time. I don't think I need to do that. I should make sure I don't need to do that. I have 6 commits left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do need to do that. Worth checking. Gotta count them commits. I mean, I will get the reanimate complete if I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. I don't have the stuff to. I regret everything. I need a mushroom. I need things. I'm going to, yeah, because if I complete this reanimate, then I would have 4 commits, so that would work out. But I don't have the stuff. So let's finish Apocalypse. This is gonna work, right? I'm gonna finish Apocalypse right now. I'm gonna commit 3 cards to it with Cram. Man, this is gonna be close. I always say that. We'll put everything that Apocalypse needs on there. Oh, it's not close. I got my buddy, Crawling Claw. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm willing to give up a point in order to get more cards, right? To have more chance to get the cards I need. It's gonna be fine. I hope my math worked out. Otherwise, it's gonna be real embarrassing. Math is one of the studies. Numerology for the win. It's gonna be good. Nightcrawler, no. Rib, I do need this. Bad enough that I'm gonna take it. Okay, robot takes this and puts him in its score pile. Let's commit. We're going to complete our reanimate right now. Do not hesitate on that at all. With our 3 things, completing that, giving us 2 of these lovely skeletons. Slide down there, another 5-pointer. I get to keep one of these cards. Which ones do I keep? How about the tasty dino skull? Thanks, Soul Cage. All right, we only have 2 projects left, Fungal Animate and Apocalypse. We have 1 turn in which to complete both of them, but we get 4 commits per turn because we have 2 little helpers with us. All I need is a mushroom. I need a mushroom. I really do need a mushroom. So here's an advanced question for you. I can unearth right now, which is draw 6, keep 4, then add the remaining 2 down to whatever. And I could do that. And that seems like the obvious choice. However, I also could just do a standard dig, in which case I would get to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, which seems like the same. But I actually could push and look at the 7th. So if I'm looking for most number of cards I get to look at, digging would be better. But if I think I'm going to get a mushroom, then the unearth will be better because I can maybe get more stuff. I'm told to uncraft my hand. Uncraft my hand. Yeah, well, yes. I mean, the hand is going to be there, but what if I could get a point as well? So I think unearth is better because I might get more points out of that because every $8 at the end is worth a point. If I wanted more chances to get the mushroom, a dig would be better. Regardless, I have the crawling claw, so we're going to be fine. So I'm going to aim for more points. We're just looking for mushrooms and money here. Well, it's not a lot of money, but it does have a mushroom. I'm gonna out of spite, I'm gonna take these 2 worms and stuff them down here. All right, that's our action. Then we get to take a card from the discard. If I'm just gonna take the ring out to boost my final score. That was Veil of Darkness happening there, and then the robot is gonna do something. They're gonna take this pile. Man, they have a fat stack. All right, and we commit. So if I did this right, we're going to complete all these things, not need to use the claw, but it was there, like I said, just to cover us. So 1, I want to use the cheapest cards, 2, 3, and 4. That'll do it. Fungal Animate completes. Now I still get to use my Soul Cage and keep one of these, just something worth money. Apocalypse completes. Again, I get to keep something worth money, so the price of passage. And we are done. Hopefully we did better than our last game. I think we did. I'm going to clear the board here so we have plenty of room to score, but that is that. You can go back to your decks. Make some room here, and let's see how we did. I think you can see what I'm talking about, Crawling Claw. It's like, hey, you never used the thing, so is it any good? The fact that I had it gave me the option to push my luck even more. So that's a thing. All right, we'll look at my hand last. Now we get to play the counting game. All right, my good friends, the Reanimates, I got a 7-pointer there and a 5-pointer there. We'll pair up this Reanimate with this Fungal Animate for a total of 10 points there. Reanimate, Soul Cage, and Crawling Claw brings us to 10 over here. That's 20 points so far. Apocalypse, which we just completed for the points. I'm sorry, I didn't get to rain down terror. Plus Inner Flame, which was key, as you saw. Unearth and Veil of Darkness, all of those key. A total of 10 there. So that's 30. 4 for being the Sorcerer Supreme. We completed 4 sorcery projects. Did we complete more than that? We got Veil of Darkness, Unearth, Inner Flame, Apocalypse, and Soul Cage. We got 5, actually. All right, so that puts us at 34, but we also get to buy our way to a better grade. Every $8 in hand is worth another point. So look, oh, I got both of the Primo Skulls. That's 8 right there. And then I got these 2 suckers right there. That's another point. And then 6 left over, not quite enough for a third. All right, so that brings me to 26 points for my final credit value. No, not 26. Wow, I'm shorthanding myself. 36. That's way better. 36, which is a super respectful score. That is quality. I am not going to count up all these cards for the robot player there. They got a lot there and a lot of projects. I'm going to do that off camera, add it to my thing. I don't like people um, watching me count. It's weird. But yes, you can buy yourself into a better grade. That's unfortunately real in true life. It is also true in this game. So you're going to get extra credit for turning in every $8. So it is worth stacking your hand at the end. It's a bad rate. You're better off completing projects, but you know what? It is a way to get a little bit more. All right, there we have it. We have another half hour on this Kickstarter, I believe. I don't know. I'm not looking at the exact minutes. It is closing out today. If you somehow haven't seen this, go check it out. If you've seen this video afterwards, which is far more likely, it'll be available in some other form, or you've already backed it and you'll enjoy it. But we are up to 1,125 lovely souls who are going to experience this. I'm happy for all of you. All right, I think 3 games is good enough. I could try and squeeze another one in this last 30 minutes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to relax. I'm going to have some dinner, and it's going to be great. All right, I'll see you all around next time for whatever it is. What is it going to be? Is it going to be me streaming more of this? The campaign's over. Probably. I still like playing this game for something. Maybe it's the next project. Maybe it's this. All right. Good night.